starts. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Four Sides of the Ring. Tonight we're talking Smackdown, which started off with another rendition of Jay Uso coming out. He came out again to massive applause, massive cheering. You know, he had 10 minutes worth of his music and yeeting and everything, which is fun to watch. He engages the crowd so well anyway, but it really was a repeat of Raw. He did get his encore, you know, one more time, one more, you know, whatever they were cheering it. You know, the crowd was real into it and everything again. Except this time we had Cody Rhodes coming out. And Cody Rhodes, you know, came out to his introduction. Thank you. His introduction, you know, he came out and they had a very, you know, Jay and Cody are friends, so it wasn't,
let's go party.
Yeah.
Let's go have a drink.
But, yeah, there's a lot of that, you know, a lot of talking, like, you know, Jay's like, I got to decide. And Cody told him, you know, if he chooses Cody, that's it. The end of it, you know, so a lot to consider there. Although
I don't think he's choosing Cody.
I don't think he's choosing Cody.
I think he's going after Gunther, and he's going to take Gunther out.
And he did say that. He says he's got the history with, or the business with Gunther, and I really do think he's going that way.
Right.
But during this, sorry, did you have more to say?
No.
Okay. Sorry, I was trying to interrupt.
I was just saying, yeah. I think I agree. I think he's going to go after Gunther. I don't think he's going to go after Cody. I think there's other plans for Cody right now.
Yep.
I don't know what, but I think Jay is going to be the man to lead Raw. They've definitely been shifting performers to SmackDown that can make it to where Jay can really make a reign.
Right. So, and I'd rather see, that'd be a lot of fun though. You have Cody and Jay as your two champions.
Two leading champs into the next year, yeah.
That'd be pretty cool. So, Jacob and Tama Tonga decided they needed to crash the party. You know, they come out and, you know, Jay gets more, you know, you can't do this kind of stuff from Jacob, you know. Jacob's all,
of course.
You're not
the one that's going to do it.
You're not the one that's bringing the title back to the family and all that good stuff. And, you know, fight ensues. And then
Jay starts it.
He did.
Super kicks Tama.
And then they
go into a brawl. That's where it goes from there.
And we wind up with the tag team match for the night, which we will get into later because that was the main event. So we started the night fighting wise with Piper Nevin and Bianca Belair, which was a qualifying match for the Elimination Chamber. And this fight, that was a pretty good fight, honestly.
From what I could see, I mean, I'm going off of YouTube highlights, so.
I mean, I think this is a fight that they've had before, like a lot of the same stuff, you know, like Belair has her move, the KOD move where she's picking up Piper, and she fails the first time and fails the second time, you know.
Gets her.
And you have Piper, you know, pulling Belair's ponytail, you know, pulling her down and her freaking whip. And
how many times I've said she just needs to get rid of that because it does her worse than it does her good.
I think she did get pulled down from the ropes.
Oh, I'm sure she did
at some point. I know she got pulled back and forth and got, you know, clotheslined and such. So pretty good fight though. Those two did have at it, and there was a surprisingly no interference from Chelsea and Naomi. They were both chirping on the sidelines the whole time, and the announcers Chelsea was standing right in front of the announcers, and they kept hollering at Chelsea because I think she was yakking at them while they were trying to talk. But Belair took the match, like I was saying, she was trying to pull her move the whole time. Then it was the third one. She got, Piper up.
Got her up, barely.
And then, went down pretty quick. But pulled the move, got the pin. All in all, a good fight. Like, those two go at it pretty well. I really like Bianca. She's fun to watch anyway.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Now, so she's in the elimination with who?
So we've got Liv.
So Liv and her right now. Okay. And we've got another one that comes up.
Yeah, there's more.
It hasn't happened more or less yet, but it comes up in the show.
There's more. Yeah.
Right.
Qualifying matches. My goodness.
You were struggling.
The brain and the mouth are not attached tonight.
Please understand, we've been up since early morning.
I know what I want to say.
And we have not really stopped since this morning. We've been working all day.
Now, at some point, I can't remember what point in the show, but Carmelo Hayes was back with Nick Aldis in the office.
Right.
And Nick Aldis was telling him, I've got another star coming over from Raw to fight you tonight, And he's like, what? Again? Whatever. No, I'm not doing that. Blah, blah, blah. Turns out to be Tozawa, who's getting his payback for the Rumble,
right.
Because Hayes took away his shot at the Rumble, which was hilarious, but still.
Speed.
But as soon as,
I don't know if all y'all saw the video, but it's the best video in the fucking world. Because it's right after fucking Carmelo takes out Tozawa in the Royal Rumble. Boom. And it's in the back area. Speed sitting there with Stephanie going, what the hell just happened? What's going on? And Carmelo comes up, taps him on the shoulder and goes, told you to stay ready, buddy. And walks off. Like straight up just said, hey, you're tapped in, and walks off. Before Triple H is like, speed. No, Carmelo just walks right past him and goes, told you stay ready, and walks by. And he goes, what's going on? And that's when Triple H is like, hey, get in that ring.
You're going.
That was too good. That killed me. When I saw that, I died. I did too. Because I was like, Carmelo, you dick.
Yeah.
And let's face it, Speed got done.
Oh, did you see there was a clip popped up. Speed's all, I'm done with WWE.
Oh, I've seen it. Yeah.
No
boy
more.
Can't handle his shit. Stop getting in that damn ring, Speed.
He's done.
Just stop doing it, bro.
That's so funny.
You got annihilated by RKO. Ooh.
Ugh.
And then fucking, I don't know what was worse.
That's
Braun or RKO at this point.
I think
let's face it, Randy fucking bam on the table, and that table didn't even give.
I know he got roughed up by that RKO.
Seth even pulled that son of a bitch. Oh damn, he got frog splash by Logan.
And then that spear dropped him though. He took that.
He got whiplash
so
from
badly.
Hell,
he got dropped.
Oh god. And that wasn't even as fast as he could do it.
Yeah. Let's all remember, Braun can go a lot faster than that. All right, so after that, we had DIY come out, and they had themselves a promotion. They were trying to spark a moment of silence in the ring, which no one was having. Everyone was cheering and yelling and everything, And so Pretty Deadly comes out, and they start their John at one another until Nick comes out and decides that it's time for them to fight right there and then, which, DIY wasn't happy about because they're like, we're not ready. We're in our street clothes. I think it was Tommaso was yelling, I'm in my pants. And you hear this, and Pretty Deadly didn't care. They went to it, and I I'm liking Pretty Deadly more and more each time I watch it.
Yeah, they showed a whole new side.
They're picking up.
They ditched just like commentary said. They ditched the comedy, the musical, and the showing. They went vicious,
and they've gone a lot harder on this. And on top of this, Nick did state this was not a championship match, but it is
for basically a
chance to get that championship match. And really, Pretty Deadly took it seriously because
very seriously. They dominated. From the parts I could see of it. It was a very dominant match, and it was Pretty Deadly dominating the DIY team. But that doesn't say nothing. It was an unexpected match on DIY's side, so therefore they had no ace up their sleeve.
That's true. But they did take it to them. They got the win, so they will get their chance.
Did you see they grabbed the rope while pinning?
Yeah.
So they cheated to win.
They got the win.
They got the win quotations. But at the same time, what is Street Profits' new persona stated? Y'all keep saying you're the ones that are there when they've been there the whole time. So right now we're looking at the fact that Street Profit might interfere next round.
That's true. Street Profits are hanging around, and I know.
Yeah, and they're our new heel again. Well, not again, but now.
And there was commotion backstage with Los Garzas. They're like all those teams are just all riled up right now. All those tag teams, like they're all pissed off at each other. You know, the crap that happened last go around, like when Los Garzas took off and Pretty Deadly ditched DIY in that 8-man tag team match. Everyone's just pissed off at each other. And this is just going to make it worse with DIY losing.
Now Pretty Deadly's got the championship capability to take. We'll see what happens, which, let's face it, there's a lot of what ifs to be determined because there's a lot of turmoil.
But honestly, I think Pretty Deadly's getting a serious run here.
They're getting a very serious run. They went straight from musical theater act to fuck you up act. And let's face it, they dealt it tonight. Well, Friday.
All right. So on
to the next promo, which started with Drew.
Drew came out, and he was Drew.
He was Drew.
He doesn't say anything new.
No.
And you had
woe is me.
And then you had Jimmy coming out. And
Jimmy came out and said,
"You sound like an ex-girlfriend."
And he even tried smacking Jimmy with the twin thing. He goes, "I can say yeet, I can no yeet. It don't fucking matter."
Yeah, Drew.
I'm trying to punch my ticket.
Drew had that moment, you know. What if you had said yeet first?
Technically.
But that was why Jimmy was
I'm just saying, Jimmy did say yeet first. It just never went anywhere. He just said yeet.
Yeah, but how far behind is Jimmy's solo run here? Because he's getting his chances.
Technically, if we look at it in that route, Jimmy really hasn't had a solo run. But Jay left, but Jimmy was still under Roman.
But that's what I'm saying, though. So how far behind is he from Jay?
About a year.
From getting this
over
solo
a year.
Run. You know
over a year, because even now, he's still under Roman.
Because
Jimmy's
gaining popularity too, you know.
Jimmy's he's got the characteristics, he's got the charisma, he's got the attitude. He's got to have his solo run.
Yeah.
But since Jay left, that was weird. Jimmy, he never got what Jay got. Jay got a whole new venue, whole new show with no Roman. Jimmy didn't. Jimmy got stuck with Roman and was playing that card for a while.
So,
And let's face it, that one was fucking hilarious. Jimmy tried. That's who I thought it was. It was my child.
Yeah. Got Sammy around tonight.
And come sit if you want, kiddo. Yeah,
We're talking SmackDown.
Podcast, talking SmackDown. Come sit if you want.
Anyway, so, and then
LA comes out.
LA Knight comes out, and he's...
Calls Drew a crybaby.
Well, before he called him a crybaby, he looks at the camera and he says, you know, gentlemen, it's okay to cry. It's okay to show your emotions.
Let's face it, it is. No, it really is. Let's not hold our standards till we have to cut everything off. But, I mean, Drew, buddy, every fucking week, man, every show.
Well, he basically said that, and then he looks up at Drew and he's like, except for you, Drew. You know? And then he calls him Drew McIntyre.
No. He ain't calling him Drew McIntyre. He said, I think I heard someone call you Drew McIntyre
over here. And then he's all, which, if you notice in the match, the crowd started chanting Drew McIntyre, right? And he looks at LA Knight and he's like, look what you started.
Oops. Sorry.
So that all led into our second qualifying match of the night.
Triple threat
match between those three, which
turned out to be a very good match.
It's a really good match, especially considering Knight and Drew started taking it to each other for real in there. You know, I think Knight kicked Drew in the head, and then they were trading blows there for a minute.
Highlights did not cover that.
Yeah, there was a moment, and
Highlights got to the point where basically he was in the turnbuckle with Jimmy,
because it was more or less Knight that started it, because he kicked Drew in the head, and it was a real kick, and then Drew had to turn around and smack him, and then obviously that turns around and it was Jimmy had to break him up. But it was clearly, you know, those two were pissed at each other. You know, it was, from everything we can tell, it was LA Knight that pissed off Drew in the Royal Rumble.
All right.
You know, so obviously Drew doesn't let things go because he is a crybaby. So
he can't let anything do. Nope, like somebody else on Raw. You did not say puh. Sorry.
But we wind up with Drew winning the match.
It was a close call. Jimmy almost had it. LA got him in his move, but got kicked by Drew. Drew took the pin.
Drew took the win. He got the win, so he gets his spot in the Royal Rumble, which gives us Cena, Punk, and Drew so far in the
men's.
Did I say Royal Rumble? I meant in the chamber.
It's the Elimination Chamber.
The Elimination Chamber.
Okay, so now we are on to Tozawa versus Carmelo
Hayes.
H-I-M. Him, which is just fucking retarded.
This one,
it was a good match. I'll stay right there. Like, Tozawa gave it, Carmelo gave it. Personally, obviously, we saw where it was going to go from even the get-go. Carmelo was going to take it.
I don't think there's any doubt that Carmelo was taking it, but Tozawa
gave it.
Out.
He gave it. He fucking gave it. Like, that was a good fucking match. But it's just like commentary stated. He got showboating. And that's what cost him.
Took so long on that move.
And just his showboating of tearing that shirt off and doing the final move is what cost him. So, I mean, honestly, we knew Carmelo was going to take it.
But it was good to see Carmelo get a match, because he's had the last few weeks where he's gone up against like Priest and those guys, where he was getting beat every week.
It's kind of his own fault.
I know it's his own fault because he runs his mouth.
You want to lick your hand and smack the fucking back of Randy Orton's head. Okay, you do that, brother. He's gonna fuck you up.
You know,
and that's what you done. You done kept talking about the big dogs, and the big dog's like, all right, come into my yard. And he learned. My big dog era was in NXT, which is fucking Chihuahua compared to the pit bulls that are in there right now. He's a Chihuahua in a pit bull yard right now. Like, Carmelo's got a long way to go. Don't get me wrong. He can get that. He can get it.
But he's got a road.
He's got a road to go. He got a road to go. Because let's face it, he's new. He's new to the main roster.
But he's a very solid wrestler, though.
He really is. He really is. Like, don't get me wrong.
With a solid personality, too.
I have nothing wrong with Carmelo. He's got it.
But you're not
He's
wrong.
just got a lot of work to get there. To get to the top. Like, he's there. He's just got a lot of steps to go before he's considered a pit bull.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, he's the Chihuahua. He's the newling. He's the youngling versus Anakin. That's a fucking... Lord, I apologize for that one. People starving pygmies and New Guinea, amen. No, like, seriously, like, Carmelo's brand new into the main roster from NXT. He was top dog in NXT. He is nothing in the main roster.
Nothing on the main roster.
He's got a lot to earn. And to this day, I will tell you right now, the moment he licked his hands, smacked Randy Orton on the back of the head, that was all real. Like, Randy fucking paid his dues and fucking smacked him around for a minute and showed him, you don't fucking do that, dude. Like, you don't. I mean, I'd been the same way. If I'd been there for years and then some little runt comes up and back of the head like that, I would have been like, I'm going to fucking hurt you. You're going to feel it for a minute.
You know, talking about Randy Orton, though, brings up a solid question. When do we get to see him?
I don't know. Right now, we got to think.
Like, he's been gone for a good minute now.
It determines on how a lot of his injuries from the past to now are healing, vice, not healing.
Because I haven't heard one about anything.
And right now, let's face it, and we know, let's face it, if anyone wants to argue, please come argue. We all damn well know his head did not even touch that mat with the tombstone. This was a way to get him out of the ring, which means something else is going on that no one else knows about right now.
Well,
and they're keeping it.
He does have those nagging injuries, though.
Oh yeah,
I think
he had surgeries. His doctor said you should not go into that fucking ring ever again, and he went and did it anyway. So right now, it's like Roman Reigns. Right now, it's determined that his injuries are kayfabe. Their story.
Mm-hmm.
Why is he out of the ring right now? Why is the story taking it to where he's going to be out of the ring for a second? Right now, Randy, I think his injuries are kind of creeping up on him to where you can't do it, dude. Like, and they kind of just came up with a storyline. Because look at it. Kevin Owens, technically, yeah, Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens gave the same fucking pile driver to Cody.
Yeah.
Cody was back in a week. Pretty sure Sammy's going to be back in a week, maybe two. With the same pile driver, but Randy has not been back in months.
He's been out for months.
Pretty sure there's something else going on that we don't know about, that the company's keeping very quiet about. Which just states, like, how bad is he hit? You know what I'm saying? Because we all saw that tombstone. Hell, me and Bryce even agreed that was the safest tombstone we've ever seen in years. And I saw the one where Stone Cold got his fucking neck broken. back broken, whatever you want to call it. I don't care what it is, back, neck, whatever it was. Y'all fucking saw the shift in his fucking spine with that fuck up.
Well, and you got to think that Kevin knows what he's doing. That's why they're letting him do.
He's
pile drivers.
Known what he's doing, and he's kept every last fucking person he's done it to very safe. He's kept their head fucking damn near 5 inches away from that ground. He's made sure they're softly cushioned in his thighs. And nothing against anyone else, even, the late Owens who, caused a mess up for Stone Cold. He knew what he was doing, but, screw-ups happen. So not to strike at him thinking, he screwed up. He didn't. It's just, it was a miscalculation. That's the best way to put it. He thought the head was somewhere else. It's an accident. Accidents happen, and, even Stone Cold stated, shit happens, and look at what happened to him. Like, he went to do a zip line, and that was it right there. He fucking fell from the zip line and fucking ended his entire life.
Right.
All right. That was Tozawa Carmelo won. Then we went into the background of R-Truth.
Let's see. Let's talk this.
You said R-Truth was before this.
Was it?
Okay. Yeah, you said R-Truth came to Jimmy.
Well, I think
that's why I wrote it here.
I think this was in a commercial break.
What was it? Or because you said this was before that. Because KO was blaming. Either way, okay, so let's go with...
Well, we're talking about Kevin, so let's just keep talking about Kevin for a minute.
So Kevin comes out in his lovely in-car promos. Means they won't give him camera time. Damn company. Damn cameraman. Blaming Sami Zayn.
Which makes sense now why he jumped Zayn.
It does, but at the same time, you gotta look at it this way.
From his
Sami, from his point of view, yes. But Sami has even indicated to KO, Cody's my friend, you're my friend. What do you really expect's going to happen here? I think KO was planning something more in his head with his imaginary friends than what played out.
Then what happened?
He even threw out the, you wouldn't help Roman Reigns when he was being attacked. Like, was that when Seth and CM Punk fucked him up outside the ring and everyone was already done?
Everyone was done.
Like, I gotta rewatch that because I'm not gonna slam it, but I personally don't remember Sami coming out in an altercation of fighting anybody for Roman Reigns. I remember him coming out to make sure he was okay, just like he did for Kevin.
But Kevin's he's
psycho.
He's looking for anyone to blame for his failures, and he just won't take responsibility anywhere.
Kevin,
and it's like
you hear this? Have you made the list? You know what that means with Jericho. Have you made the list? Okay, Kevin, the list. You're losing it, brother. Like, I'm sorry, you're losing it. You're taking it out on everybody else except the ones that matter. You took it out on your best friend. You took it out on the one champion that had your back. Gave you a title match. What now, brother? Like, what do you got? You got nothing. He's kicked your ass twice now. You gonna go take his belt and say it's still yours, or what's gonna happen there? Actually, it's kind of sad they didn't come out with an upgraded WWE Championship belt. Just saying.
Yeah, we might see it here.
I think after WrestleMania, if, big if, I would much rather see a cruiserweight division starting to come, giving Tozawa, Carmelo, a lot of these younger lightweights something to go for. Cruiserweight definitely shouts out.
Yeah.
But anyway, so that leads to the KO versus Sami Zayn WrestleMania 40.
Yep.
41?
41.
41. I'm a year behind. Leave me alone. I don't remember what happened yesterday.
Yeah, we'll have that match.
I don't know, we still got another PLE. It could happen in an Elimination Chamber. It can happen on any Raw or SmackDown before then. We don't know yet, but it's pointing to all factors it's going to happen at WrestleMania. Which, after that, here we are, as far as we know, R-Truth, Jay Uso in the back.
This is R-Truth is the funniest
senile
man.
as fuck, as always. Welcome back to Raw, bro. It's Friday at SmackDown. Okay, are you sure that? And that was last Friday with Damian. This week, hey, I always knew you could be king. And you won King of the Ring. Motherfucker, I won Royal Rumble.
Well, funny.
That too?
It's just funny because he's hauling Tozawa, helping him out, and he sees Jay.
See, highlights didn't even cover that. He didn't even cover him dropping him. At the end of it, it was, I think you need to go check on your buddy over there.
Because he just dropped him and walks over to Jay. He was laying there the whole time.
That's hilarious.
He's all, congratulations, I knew you could be king.
I think R-Truth takes even in any interview where he's like, no, I don't do that. Like, I think he takes every opportunity to break anybody and everybody he can. And honestly, I still think it's a behind the scenes fucking game where Triple H goes, hey, do it. We got money riding on this shit. Does he break or not? Like, let's face it. I've heard the stories. They sent him out towards Brock and Heyman.
I don't know how
that Royal Rumble. And they were like, dude, make Brock break.
I don't know how you don't break around R-Truth. He is a funny dude.
I don't know, though. Some of the things he's done, I'm like, that's funny, but I'm not breaking. But then Sami Zayn with Jay Uso, Waffle House. Waffle House. We're going Waffle House? Hey, buddy. What's up, buddy? I'm supposed to hate you, but you said Waffle House. Like, that one killed me. But the best R-Truth was when they actually, like, and I read back up on this, they actually sent his ass out going, we got to bet, go break Brock. And he went out there on Brock and was talking about how he's going to throw his big ass over the fucking top rope. And he goes, I'm talking about you, Heyman. And Heyman's like, fuck, bro, like, huh? And Brock just immediately broke. He just started laughing.
You, Heyman.
Like, between R-Truth and Sami Zayn, I don't know how anybody actually fucking works on that shit, because those two, hilarious. Like, I'm not even gonna lie, like, R-Truth he's been in the business for a long
he's
time.
Been around for a minute, but he is
I think he personally targets people, and he's like, I'm going to make them break now. I'm going to make him break now. I'm going to make her break now. I'm going to make this break now. I think that's his.
I couldn't be around him. He'd just crack me up.
God damn, dude. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. All right. Carrying on. So at that point, we're at the Tiffy Charlotte promo.
So we get our Charlotte's visit to SmackDown. Moment
boo,
where she's trying to decide.
In case no one knew, I just gestured, oh, whatever. Yeah, you decide, bitch.
I'll tell you what, though, this crowd was far less hostile to Charlotte.
I'll tell you this.
Far less.
I know what it sounds like from my end. Like, I just fucking completely hate Charlotte. I won't discredit what she's done for this company. She's a talent. She's good. She's got the name. What I discredit right now is the same thing as if John Cena won the Royal Rumble this year. You didn't earn it. You didn't deserve it. And you shouldn't have won it. John knew that. She didn't care.
Yeah.
She took it. John didn't. John pushed the guy who did deserve it over.
Yeah.
Okay. So right now, Jay won like he deserved. Charlotte won because she wanted it. So don't ask me to back her, because I'll tell you right now, yes, I follow her on social media. I follow damn near every wrestler on social media, even if they're not a part of WWE anymore. Like I follow damn near everybody that I think is talented. She was one of them. I think her attitude and her arrogance and her family name made it to where she was like, I come back to Royal Rumble and I win. And the way her promo cut tonight, or Friday, sorry, Smackdown, I called that. You don't fucking sit there and go, you beg me to take, no. You know what, bitch? Go to mommy. Mommy's gonna beat that respect into you little fucking, We're good. I'm not good, but we're good. Disrespect Tiffy time like that. God damn. I'm taking a breath. 10 seconds, all right? You don't disrespect Tiffy, damn it. She's earned her shit. And, ooh.
It really makes me wonder, though, because a lot of people are heated in the same way that Casey is, if everyone's paying attention. Like, people are mad that she just got this chance. And it really makes you wonder.
Out of nowhere. Sorry.
If there's something more at play to this story than just giving Charlotte a championship. You got to start to wonder, because she's going to be, obviously she's going to be at WrestleMania, but are they going to take a championship away from Tiffy or Rhea
or Julie?
Or is this, or are they using this as a chance to get that NXT up a level?
I hope so. I hope that's the case, and if it is, kudos to all of them. But I'm going to tell you right now, if it's going the way I think it's going to go, it's the only way they think they can get it to that level is Charlotte takes the NXT title.
Which I don't think
that level.
I don't think that's a bad thing, though. Her winning the NXT title
is not
as bad a thing as her winning one of the other titles.
Well, it's not. So that's the only title I'd actually be okay with her winning. In a sense. Because Julie, and it's just like Stephanie Vacure, they are new.
Yeah.
They are talentedly
They
new.
are talented. They're very
Julie
talented.
took what it needed to get to that fucking belt. To lose it from someone who hasn't been there in over a year and a half.
Because you got to think
long.
NXT is growing. It's getting huge. Like
it's
talent
getting big. It's
in NXT.
It's getting WCW big.
Like, it's growing. Like, there is talent down in NXT. Like, which is proven by, like, Tiffany and Hayes and all these people. And even Roxanne, she's coming up. She's got a qualifying match.
Right.
You know? So what if they're just using this as a springboard for NXT?
I honestly hope that's what it is. It's the only way I would be okay with it. Even if Julie were to lose it, it's the only way I'm okay with Charlotte winning. Because Tiffy has busted her ass for that belt, I guarantee she wins next week against Nia.
Because if she picks the NXT title, if Charlotte does, that's Julia coming up to...
It's weird, though. They didn't give the NXT title a fucking shot for Jay. You notice that?
I know. I was wondering that. Who has the men's NXT title?
Oh, not... Okay. What's his name? Almost? No. God damn it. He had the North American title not too long ago. Can't remember his fucking name all of a sudden.
Oba Femi?
Oba. Yeah.
So, which, with them disregarding the men's NXT championship, this might speak more to...
I think it is.
To Charlotte going after
NXT.
That title.
Because I noticed that too.
Because they've just skipped right over
distinctly
Jay's
said,
going...
I got two belts I can go after. You and Gunther's. Chris, let's face it. I want that motherfucker to go after Gunther. Let's face it. I want Gunther to go down.
Yeah, we all do.
We all do. No, more than all. Okay, more than all, I want that son of a bitch buried 6 feet down, fucking alive.
But going back to Charlotte and them, we've got, like you said, Nia Jax came out.
And it would be a first.
It would
so
be.
Charlotte would actually gain from that too, because it would not only be a first at NXT main eventing a WrestleMania, but 3 women's championships eventing at WrestleMania, which would be a huge. And let's face it, because the women's division is killing it compared to the men's divisions.
And we brought this up the other day too. Is like if Charlotte chooses that NXT championship, then the winner of the Elimination Chamber gets a shot at Tiffany Rhea, which leaves one more championship wide open for WrestleMania.
Which I would say, if we're going to play down that route, depending on who else is in the Elimination Chamber, we only got more or less, that we haven't covered yet, 3 names. We're not going to go into that just yet because that's further into the show. But 3 names, none of them aim for Rhea. But no, one does. One, Liv, she's one. So one aims for Rhea. Depending on the ending of that one, the ending, or after that, it would be another shot. Either, and let's say Liv wins, it would be a Nia versus Tiffy WrestleMania, Candice LeRae versus Tiffy WrestleMania,
or you get something because like Roxanne's coming up.
Roxanne's been going.
Well, there's a lot. There's a lot.
The factor is we won't be able to determine a lot until the Elimination Chamber's over. Well, and right now we've got a lot who can come up, and if Charlotte takes the NXT route, it opens 2 titles to a much greater venue, which will make the WrestleMania into a much greater venue, to a much greater venue than it's ever had, because women have never main evented, especially 2 shows. Let's face it. Me and Bryce even talked about this. We would have loved to seen night 1 and 2 main evented by women's matches that happened those nights, because they were good. They were great. They were better than what we got from the men. And right now, that women's division is pushing harder than the men's division. It has in a long while. All right. Anyway, with the Charlotte Tiffy.
So we're getting a championship match next week between Nia and Tiffy. So Charlotte's putting her...
Obviously, Nia's going to lose.
Charlotte's putting her decision on hold because she's like, well...
I want to watch that.
I got to see how this turns out.
I got to see this. And Nia is going to lose.
Nia's going to lose.
She's going to lose because Tiffy... It's Tiffy time.
It's Tiffy time.
It's Tiffy time. I don't care who you are. It's Tiffy time. And let's face it, that girl has been on all the social medias. Ooh.
So we get Alexa Bliss coming out.
And even the Wyatt Six have come out stating that she was the one Uncle Howdy was talking to a year ago.
She was the she.
I love her coat, though. That is such a tribute to Bray.
And then, and she
that
showed
is
it off again.
She did it again. And it's like, I don't know if any of you caught it at Royal Rumble. I did. It said Fiend, but then the white was our friends, forever. And that's just awesome. Brand new fucking Psycho doll. But let's face it, this match, she fucking hit all. She hit the side rope of fucking Psycho bitch aiming, fucking boom. She killed this match with Candice. Oh my God.
It was a pretty good match.
That's why I say if they need a new Harley Quinn,
it's funny because
talk to Alexa.
The announcers kept trying to. Does she have ring rust? Is she? Is she?
God no.
God no.
She came out there flawlessly. She hasn't hesitated on shit. She's my Harley Quinn of WWE, and y'all know why I say that, because she's Harley Quinn.
So this is our third qualifying match of the night.
Oh, it was a good one too.
And it was a good one. It probably was the best one of the night.
Actually, it really was. I mean, Candice gave it her all.
Because Candice isn't bad. Candice is a pretty good wrestler. And her and Bliss really had a good...
I mean, if we're going to state that, I do, like, state out there, I do hate that, you know, Indy had to be sacrificed for Candice's success. Hartwell. Because she was released, and then Candice was paired with Nia. I do hate that, because I do like them. I did like them as a tag team. And Indy had a lot of potential too. But, I mean, she's grasping that potential now. She's about to start in her venture forth. But, Candice, she's always had it too. Like, she's there. And, I mean, this match seriously shows it. Her and Alexa definitely went at it 100%. I mean, granted, Alexa was better.
Yeah, Alexa's better.
Better looking.
Alexa's pretty good, too. So, it has been for a very long time.
There's a reason why every meme I've seen towards Charlotte is, oh, we get it.
We get it. That shit's hilarious.
Oh,
we get it.
You're great. I'm Charlotte Flair. That's the best one.
That is great. Anyway, Alexa gets the win.
Obviously.
So she punches her ticket.
With her sister Abigail move, which even points her closer to the Wyatt 6.
Oh, speaking of
shit.
We did get the Wyatt 6 glitch in the middle of that match.
See that, but you stated we did. Highlight, do not show that.
It was quick. Like, it was a split second, but the way they break in, on the broadcasts, it was there. So there's a lot going on with the Wyatt 6. And then, so Alexa punches her ticket to the Elimination Chamber. So we got
Alexa, Bianca, and Liv.
So far.
Which any three of those girls win, would be a phenomenal
and we do
main event.
So we have Chelsea, and is she going up against Mia Chin? She's got a qualifying match next week. Or is she going up against, what's her name?
Who sized her up?
What's her name?
Zelina.
Oh, yeah, that's who it was, yeah.
Sized her up.
That's who it was. So she's got her qualifying match next week
for the U.S. title,
and then so we'll
Zelina, and I hope Zelina fucking takes it, because she deserves it. Not saying Chelsea don't, but Zelina does too.
Which brings us to
Cody J versus
the main event, which we've seen this shit. These guys are fun to watch, though.
They're fun.
Like, it was a really good match, but you could see Cody's banged up.
Well, let's face it, Cody kind of listed what his doctor said, and we all know Cody. He won't take doctors.
Yeah, he doesn't listen to his doctors.
Yeah, he probably should.
Probably should have, because you could watching that match, you could visibly see how, like,
did you
sore.
See the aftermath of that match, though? Like, not to jump forward, but after the camera's off, what happened? Jay's in that ring yeeting, Cody on his back yeeting. And it's like every time Jay was messing with him, was like, oh, Cody would be like, oh. It was actually rather funny, but
Cody took a good beating in this match. Like, he started...
From what I saw, yeah, Cody's taking a major beating.
Well, he started the match, and he got caught up in the corner, as happens, and Jacob and Tama took it to him for a while.
Oh, yeah.
Like, he was the one that took the beating before he could get over and get the tag, get Jay in there. But they turned the tides eventually, and they got the win. Which is good. I was kind of worried that they'd give the win to the other two knuckleheads.
I didn't see it that way
for a minute. And then, but the big note of the night was what happened after with Solo's return. Solo jumped Cody.
Question is it Solo, or Tribal Chief Solo? More or less Enforcer Solo or Tribal Chief Solo, because let's face it, Enforcer Solo wore the black hoodie and black t-shirt, where Tribal Chief Solo wore the fancy suits.
Right. And I don't know. It looks more like maybe Tribal Chief stuff's done.
I don't know, because he attacked Cody after the match with Jacob and Tama.
Yeah.
Which tells me he struck him because of Jacob and Tama. But at the same time, is he answering to Jacob? Is Jacob answering to him? What's happening there? Is he answering to Roman? Which at this point, I would think Roman wants to attack CM Punk more than he wants, or Seth.
Yeah, but Solo and them,
he wants Cody.
Solo and them could be starting a new thing too, you know.
Of course.
New faction.
I've jokingly stated, Justin can testify this, they're going to start a new wolf pack.
Their wolf pack.
Because Jacob is alpha werewolf.
So,
I'm just saying, like, that's a joke. I know it's NWO, but still, they own that name now. They own WCW. They own NWO. So they could definitely bring the name Wolfpack back without causing controversy. Which, honestly, with him being named Werewolf to begin with, the Samoan Werewolf, he can be the Samoan Alpha Werewolf. And Solo answers to him.
It's tough to say, because Jacob and Tom are having a...
They're having a good old
time here. Coming out.
Let's face it, you know.
Dang. No. We don't.
That was a weird draft. Oh, shit. That boy can't hit a fucking mark to save his life.
But that's all right. These two, you know, this little run of theirs is menacing everybody. Has been awesome.
No, I already stated before Jacob ever came, if he comes, it's going to be good. And we still got a few.
And that's our other
yet to come
qualifying match next week. We got Jacob, Strowman, and Priest in a 3-way qualifying match next week.
It's either going to be Priest or Jacob. I lean towards Priest.
I think Priest.
He's my favorite,
because we've got the bad blood between Strowman and Jacob.
That's honestly, I lean towards Priest to win it, but I wouldn't be surprised if Jacob takes it.
So,
especially with the new surprise of Solo coming into it, we won't know until next week, until what
Solo's up to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So we still got to see what Solo's up to.
Maybe all three of them have to take on the monster together, because Braun Strowman said, well, you should have fucking killed me.
Should have killed me when you
offed you in the Royal Rumble that quick, and you shit yourself. Okay.
That was Smackdown for the week. It was pretty good.
I mean, it was decent. It didn't have Mommy there or anything, but it was okay.
That's all right. She'll be back.
It ain't okay. Mommy should be there every day.
She'll be back. I mean, we didn't have any Liv Morgan either, and you don't hear me crying, so you don't hear me crying by that.
You are crying right now.
I mean, you brought it up.
I I got a question, and I hope maybe she hears it. If I stood outside the Vegas stadium with a sign saying I'm here giving up my job to meet Mommy, would you give me free tickets?
Can I get free tickets? Can I come inside? Somebody let me in.
I'm 3 hours away. I'll fucking do it. And my boss might fire me, but he might understand at the same time. I'm just saying, I will fucking stand outside that arena. I'm here to meet Mommy.
I'm just outside.
See, that sparks a whole nother conversation for next week too, is what happens with her and Io. That was a big fucking
We're gonna have to see.
It's gonna be a crazy week.
Io's
coming up to Elimination Chamber.
No, that might give Io a championship shot before WrestleMania.
It might,
because
we'll have to see.
We'll have to see where.
I mean, don't get me wrong.
Lands,
love Io to death, but against Mommy, you ain't gonna take it.
I know I keep saying it, but Rhea's got the championship for a minute, so
I think she's gonna go past WrestleMania.
But the way that went down, that might give Io
a chance,
a shot at it, you know. Because
right now too, we're looking. Damage Control's out.
Yeah,
Dakota Kai's been pulled from road shows for now. Kyra's still out. Ahsoka's still out. Asuka, sorry, not Ahsoka. Asuka's still out. So at that point, like, it leaves Io. So maybe Io goes after the Intercontinental title. Who knows? I don't know when Asuka's coming back. I don't know when Dakota's coming back. Dakota took one hell of a hit, and it's clearly more than...
Well, if she got concussed...
it's clearly more than a concussion. They have pulled her off the road.
Because if
she's not even going to be a part of the show for a minute.
Anyway.
Because with concussion, she can still make appearances. She's been pulled, so... Right now, we are up in the air. Kyrie, she's still got that. I'm pretty sure all the stitches in her head.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't that given by the same fucking person? Didn't Tony Stark fucking do that too? Slammed her on the fucking table?
I don't remember how she got.
Either way, Damage Control is basically gone. So let's see what happens on Monday.
Anyway,
either way, Mommy's going to be on top.
We'll be back for more talk with after Raw. Next week's episode of Raw, so we'll have more to talk about with the Elimination Chamber.
Yeah.
More qualifying matches coming up.
Hopefully, this Monday, Jay says, I'm going after Gunther. I'm going to put his bitch ass in the fucking place.
Yeah, let's hope Jay makes his decision soon. We know Charlotte won't, because Charlotte's a pain in our ass.
Charlotte's a bitch.
Anyway.
I mean, oh, yeah.
Anyway, everybody, thanks for joining us tonight. We look forward to the next time.